And welcome back to our course about economics versus the environment. We're still on the economic side of the debate. So here we go. Who are the investors? They're banks, similar businesses, they're pension funds where people put their money when they're saving for when they get old, and they are insurance companies. But if you trace the money back, it comes from normal families. So here we have on the top level three families: family one, family two, family three. They are giving their money to pension funds where people save money for when they are old, to banks where people put their savings to keep them safe, and insurance companies where people put money in case they get sick or lose their job or their house burns down. So you can see each of the families is putting some of the money into each of those companies. And then those companies in the middle layer are taking that money and they are giving it to company one, company two, company three at the bottom. And again, they are giving it to all three of those companies. So question one, who decides which company will get the money for its projects? And questions two, whose money is it? So in the past and even today, families have let the pension funds or the bank and the insurance company decide which companies to invest in. Most families think, probably correctly, that they don't have enough skill to do this job themselves. However, more and more families are choosing banks or pension funds and insurance companies based on what the companies invest in. And these kind of families are called ethical investors. Ethical means they use moral ideas when they choose the companies to invest in, not so much economic ideas. For example, they don't want to invest in companies that make profit from damaging people's health, like cigarette companies. Many ethical investors also don't want to invest in companies that hurt the environment, like oil or mining companies. Ethical investors are a small percentage of investors, and at present they don't have a lot of power. But they're also a growing number, so in the future they may have more power. Ethical investors are a small percentage of investors, and at present they don't have a lot of power. But they are also a growing number, so in the future they may have more power. So some ethical investment companies have started to join the pension funds, banks, etc. on the middle row of that picture we just looked at. So on the left we have somebody saying, I want to give my savings to someone who won't mess up the planet. And in the middle we have the bank or the insurance company or the pension fund saying, we love the planet too. And on the right we say families are choosing them because they help the planet. They are willing to accept a slightly lower profit from their investment if they follow ethical ideas. But the ethical companies have been showing that they can make as good profits as the other companies. So they are saying, but we also grow as fast as anyone else. It remains to be seen how much profit ethical investors are willing to give up. Ethical investment is part of a wider movement to fight the power of big businesses known as consumer or customer power. It's not part of this course to teach about customer power, but the basic idea is that if customers don't buy from businesses that do things they don't like, those businesses will lose customers, so they will have to behave better or die. And that's the end of today's video. See you next time. It's not part of this course to teach about customer power, but the basic idea is that if customers don't buy from businesses that do things they don't like, those businesses will lose customers, so they will have to behave better or die. And this is the end, my friend. See you next time.